Hey there, low brass. Just so you know, I'm going to be dividing up this video into two parts. We're going to start with trombones, and then tuba and baritones. I'm going to leave a time code on the Google Classroom. That way you know what to skip ahead to for your part of the lesson. So trombones, we're going to start with you guys. This week we're worried about warm-ups. Now that you guys are on your own, I got to make sure that you guys can do some proper warm-ups to make sure you're starting your practice session really well. We're going to start simple with some lip slurs, starting from a low B flat, up to F, up to high B flat, and back down. So we're going to slur the entire thing. We're only going to tongue the first note, and then we just use our air to switch to the other notes. And then we'll go from first position, down to second position, third position, all the way up to seventh. You can listen to me do it first, and then feel free to rewind the video and do it along with me, if you feel like you need to. Let's give it a shot. 1, 2, ready. Second position, 2, ready. Third position, keep it smooth. Fourth position, ready. Fifth position, big breath. Sixth position, ready. Seventh position, ready. So as it gets lower, it might be hard to get out at first, and that's totally fine. Just keep trying at it. Keep trying for the high notes, and then keep trying to loosen for the low notes, and they will come over time. Now, if that was a little too fast for you, feel free to pause the video after each one and take it at your own speed until you can work it up to the speed I just did. That was about 80 beats per minute on the metronome. So trombones, the second exercise that we're going to do is specific only to trombone players. We're going to work not only on our slide position accuracy, but also on our articulation. Now, when we switch slide positions, we want the slide to move as quickly as it takes for our tongue to flick the back of our teeth, which is pretty fast. To do that, we want to keep our wrist nice and loose, almost like you're from Brooklyn. You're a Brooklyn Italian guy like my dad. You go like this when you talk. We're going to do the same thing on the slide. And that looseness in your wrist helps you flick the wrist and the whole slide a lot faster. So we're going to do this. We're going to do, start on an F. Going 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Then we'll rest and we'll go 1 to 3. Same thing, and then 1 to 4, and so on. Let's try it together. 1, 2, start on F. Definitely a challenging exercise, but one that's going to help you find exact muscle memory for each one of your slide positions. All right, tuba and baritone. What we're working on right now are warm-ups. Warm-ups are so important, especially now that you're at home, because I can't do them with you, and I want to make sure you have a good, strong start to every one of your practice sessions. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is lip slurs, which we've done together. Now, I know I'm playing on a trombone. It's kind of all I got, but as we go through these lip slurs, I'm going to make sure I say the fingerings that I want you to do right before we play them. Now, lip slur means we're not going to change our finger for each lip slur. So first we'll start on open. The next one we'll do all on second valve. The next one we'll do all on first valve, etc., etc. It's going to sound like this. We'll start on low B flat, go up to F, up to high B flat, and then back down. Take a listen. Then we do the whole nothing on the second valve only. And then we would do first valve and so on. Let's try that all together with the metronome on so that you could play that with me. If you want to listen to it through and then rewind the video and play it along with me, that's totally fine too. Let's give it a try. Open, 2, ready. Open, 2, ready. Second valve, 2, ready. Third valve, 2, ready. Open, 2, ready. Second valve, 2, ready. First valve, 2, ready. First and second, ready. Second and third, ready. First and third, ready. All 3, ready. So as it gets lower, it might be hard to get out at first, and that's totally fine. Just keep trying at it. Keep trying for the high notes, and then keep trying to loosen for the low notes, and they will come over time. Now, if that was a little too fast for you, feel free to pause the video after each one and take it at your own speed until you can work it up to the speed I just did. That was about 80 beats per minute on the metronome. Now, the other warm-up that I want to do is I just want to go through our concert B-flat scale, which we've done in band class a lot. But instead of just doing it the regular way, I want to kill 2 birds with 1 stone and work on our articulation at the same time. We're going to do a 4-beat rhythm pattern on each note of our concert B-flat scale. You can do any 4-beat rhythm pattern that you want, made up of quarter notes, eighth notes, half notes, anything. I'm just going to do this rhythm pattern. I'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Take a listen. And then I just go all the way up our B-flat scale and all the way back down. Let's try that together first. 1, 2, ready. Solo brass, just make sure that you're taking a couple of days to practice this, about 3 or 4 days worth of practice before you record it and submit it to me. So you should be submitting this to me about Thursday or Friday, and then we'll have a really nice solid warm-up session to be able to start every practice session we have from now until the end of the year. If you have any questions, just make sure you shoot me an email. Otherwise, I'll talk to you later, guys.